Hey guys, it's Taylor. Today we're going to talk about the Chaturanga Flow. So I say that in all of my practices. It's this in-between series between our right and our left side, or in between our Sen A's and our Sen B's. A good way to get the body warmed up, good strength position as well. So we're going to talk about that and how you can modify it and the different ways it can look. Chaturanga is actually this half push-up. So it's called a Chaturanga Flow or Chaturanga Vandasana. And it's a big word and it can intimidate people. But Chaturanga is just the word for this pose, this half push-up pose. So when I say Chaturanga elbows, it's that squeeze, it's that low half push-up with the elbows squeezing in towards the ribs. Not Chaturanga elbows would be that splay of the elbows, which we don't want. So we want those Chaturanga elbows that are really strong. So going into it, a regular Chaturanga for me would just look like this. So always start from high plank. So push the heels back, pull your low ribs in, splay the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, shift your weight forward and let the shoulders pass the wrists. So you're on your toes. You push the weight forward through your toes and let the shoulders so that they're past your wrists. Then the next step, so inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Squeeze the elbows in, Chaturanga elbows. So that's when you hover there, right? Just squeeze in, root through the hands, pull the low core in, and hover. You can hold this for another breath if you like. It's just based on you and your preferences. But this is our basic Chaturanga, so normally it's gonna move with that breath. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, flip the tops of the feet to the mat. Lift the chest up. So this is upward facing dog, right? So, Chaturanga Flow. Chaturanga is only the half push-up part, right? So we go from high plank to this half push-up to upward facing dog, which is like this almost cobra type position, right? So for the full version of up dog, you really want to push through the tops of your feet on the mat. So the tops of your feet are on the ground, and you're gonna push through your hands and lift your thighs and your kneecaps up. Roll the tips of the shoulders away from the ears, but keep this low belly pulled in. So your low core is still helping lift here. Spread the shoulders away from the ears and lift the chest up towards the sky, right? Take the shoulders away from the ears here. Keep this bend, a slight bend in the elbows, this Chaturanga elbows still squeezing in. So try not to let the elbows start to splay out here. Try and keep them still squeezed in. The chest lifted, the thighs and knees lifted, the low core pulling in, the gaze up towards the sky as much as you can open your throat. Okay, your next exhale here. So this is on an inhale. Sorry, my arms are getting tired. Inhale, you lower your halfway down, flip the toes, inhale, upward facing dog, okay? Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway, inhale, look up, upward facing dog. Then your exhale, you're gonna tuck your toes or you can keep the tops of the feet on the mat. You're gonna start to lift through the belly button and the core. Lift the hips up, flip the toes once you're ready for your down dog. So this is my breakdown of a basic Chaturanga for you. You could see at the end I started to modify because my arms were exhausted, which is sad. But anyways, so yeah, you could see me start to modify. So what the modified version would look like would be from tabletop position. So instead of high plank, you're gonna modify high plank to be tabletop. Everything's still the same. You're still puffing up through your shoulders, still pull the low core into the belly button back to the spine. You still inhale, shift the weight forward, let the shoulders pass the wrists. Exhale, lower halfway down those Chaturanga elbows, squeeze the elbows in. You can take the chin to the top of the mat. This would be your chin stand, or you can just slowly lower into your half push-up, whatever is comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, the thighs and the knees stay on the ground. You start to extend the legs and lift the chest up, lift the throat, and pull that low core in still. Right, and then your exhale to downward facing dog. You can move back through tabletop, tuck your toes, and then push the hips up and the heels down. So that would be your modified version of your chaturanga. Chaturangas can also have some additions to them, or just, it's kind of yours to make what you want with it. So it's your creative take on things. Some people push back to child's pose. So it'll look like from high plank, shift the weight forward, lower halfway, inhale, up dog, exhale, drop the knees, push the hips back, child's pose, inhale, back up to your up dog, exhale, downward facing. So you'll see some people do that as well. Sometimes in practices you'll hear Ekapada, Chaturanga Vidasana, or one-legged Chaturanga. So you can take your one-legged Chaturanga. So if you were, let's say, in low lunge, and they say, all right, Chaturanga Flow, option for a lifted leg. So you're gonna keep your left leg, your front leg lifted. Take it back to that high plank position, but keep it hovered. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Let the toes find the ground to your upward facing dog, and then everything's the same from there. So that would be your Ekapada Chaturanga. Yeah, and I think there's so many different ways you can do it, but those are the major ones I've seen, and I think it'll just help with basic understanding if you're new to yoga or confused whenever I say Chaturanga Flow and you're looking around like, what does that mean? But yeah, I try not, when I say Chaturanga Flow, it's kind of to hope that most people know that what that series is, and over time you will develop your understanding of it, but in classes it's just a way to shorten that series, because you can see a lot happens in a couple of breaths. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. It's a moment for me to catch my breath in between trying to tell you what to do, right? So say Chaturanga Flow, and then I can get a drink of water, breathe. But if I see a newer person in the class, that's when I normally start to break it down. I'm like, okay, inhale, shift the weight forward. No water breaks today. But yeah, just so that you guys know what Chaturanga Flow means and not to be intimidated by the word. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Namaste.